Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Jose Mourinho's half-term report so far at Manchester United as manager. And first of all, I want to say that it's really important before you start talking about Jose, what he's done, where he's gone wrong, style of play, etc. It's really important to establish the Manchester United that he's taken over, because I think this is a massive and huge gaping hole that many fans, United fans, ignore. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, decades of success, and I liken it to Lego, a Lego structure. He built this palatial Old Trafford with the finest gold bits of Lego and everything you ever wanted. And that's what he left at Manchester United, a legacy, this fantastic state-of-the-art ornament, better than anything in British football and one of the best in European football. And then David Moyes came along, and what David Moyes did, Sir Alex Ferguson, he passed in the instructions and he said, build on this legacy, make this palace even better than what it is, make even bigger, better, the better parts. And what David Moyes did is, he took the instructions, he burnt them, he kicked it all down and said, I'm David Moyes, I'm going to start from scratch and I'm going to make Manchester United great. Never going to work, never going to work. Never even got it off the ground, and he was gone very quickly within a year. We then had Louis van Gaal, who in fairness had to build it from the ground. It wasn't the palace that Moyes was handed, it wasn't this palatial bit of Lego, it was from the ground. And Louis van Gaal had a good track record, but he came in with a European instruction booklet, and the writing was not in British and English. And he tried to build it and he failed every step of the way, because you can't build it like you can on the continent. And then he was sacked after a couple of years. We built little towers to the palace, an FA Cup, but it was never going to work and it was boring and it was taking a long time. Then Jose Mourinho came in. Now what did Jose do? In the very short period of time that he's took them instructions from Sir Alex, he's got his own instruction book, and he's gradually building it. And already he's built a few towers in that palace and we're getting back on track. We may not have won any trophies, he hasn't had time yet, but he's brought in mega signings like Pogba, Zlatan, Bailly, Mkhitaryan, and he's building his own team. And that palace will be built because he's got Sir Alex's book, he's done it in the Premier League, he knows how to build this, and actually he's going to add bits on, but it's going to take time. A bit of a metaphor there, a bit of an analogy, however you want to put it. However, this is very important because this is Manchester United today. It isn't this great thing that we had, this big legacy, like I say, this empire built by Sir Alex Ferguson. It was torn down by an idiot in Moyes who ripped it up and still wanted to build it himself. Idiot, never done it before. Van Gaal came in, wrong instructions. Jose's come in, it's still on the floor, he's got the instructions, he knows how to do it. This man, whatever anyone says about his style of play, whatever anyone wants to say about Chelsea and his last season there, which was a disaster, when he's gone in somewhere, he has never failed in his whole career. In fact, everywhere he goes, he wins the title in the first 2 years. That will happen at Manchester United. But as in the words of Take That, we need a bit of patience. And we do need a bit of patience. And very quickly, with Liverpool coming up on the horizon, people will say, well, what about Klopp? And what if Liverpool were a bit of Lego, what's he got? Well, Klopp's got a really exciting plan. He's got an instruction book. He's got a really exciting plan. The problem is, it's so long since they ever won anything, they've got no instruction book on how to do it. So it might be exciting. He might be able to build some really nice towers, but he'll never build a legacy. But on to Jose, half-term report so far. Great thing about Liverpool coming up, he hates them more than we do. Brilliant, can't wait. But we've got to be careful about this Liverpool game. I want us to win it. I'd even take a draw because I don't want to lose. But if we do, this is being built from the ground up and it might take a bit of time. I think we'll get top 4 this year and I think we'll win the title next year. That's my thoughts. We could do even better than that. But looking at what he's done so far this year, we won the first 3 games. He had a great transfer window. We then went into the City game and the team was asleep in the first half and we still only lost 2-1. The Watford game is probably the one game where he got it wrong, really got it wrong. And after that, we beat Leicester and we were unlucky against Stoke. So there's one game for me where it's gone wrong in the league. I don't judge us on the Europa League or the League Cup. It's one game where it went wrong. That was Watford. The Rooney was awful in that game, but to be fair, he's the only manager, he's the first manager to actually drop Wayne Rooney and keep him out of the team consistently. The massive elephant in the room, that's a massive job in itself when he's so popular in the dressing room. So he's done fantastically well there. He needs to keep at that. The one mistake I think he's made, which I can't defend him for, was playing Fellaini as a defensive midfielder. I think most fans would say that was destined to fail. For some reason, Jose felt that was the right thing to do. I think that's the only thing I'd be critical of about, and I think a lot of you would be as well. the ignoring of the likes of Schweinsteiger and Carrick in that position, I think we would have beaten Watford if we'd played one of those two. I really do. And I hope that Carrick gets a little bit more involved, and obviously Schweinsteiger won't. But I don't have a massive issue with that. So my half-term report, and I really want to listen to what all you've lot got to say in the comments below, which is why we've done this video. How do you think Jose's done? Because if I was marking him on a half-term report, I wouldn't give him an A+, because obviously we've lost a couple of games, Watford and City. I wouldn't probably give him an A. I'd give him a B+, because I think that is a fair reflection of what he's done. I think most of the things he's done is AAA, but on the pitch is where you're judged, and at the moment, B+. At this second international break, I think is quite fair. But having said that, I was very close to giving him an A, because I think you have to go back to that Lego thing that I said there. This massive, prestigious, once-in-a-lifetime model that Sir Alex Ferguson built at Old Trafford for us, and Jose's building it from the ground because of what Moyes and Van Gaal did. And to be fair, Van Gaal had to build it from the ground as well, because Moyes was the one. He came in, kicked it all down and burnt the instructions, and that was the biggest mistake we made. You cannot judge Jose and Manchester United on what we've had in the past. He's got to be given time to build it, and I think he will build it. So B+, maybe an A. I think he's done really well. The City game we lost because the players didn't turn up in the first half, and we still only lost 2-1. The Watford game was the one that I would dock points for him and give him a B+. But I think he's on the right track. I think he's the right man. I think we will win the title. The Liverpool game, we're building towards that with daily shows. I am getting really excited about it. As I said, he hates them more than we do. But on reflection of whether we can win the league and where we are at the moment, this league's still wide open. Where Manchester United are is still a question mark, but we are on the right track, and I believe in the manager and I believe in the things that he's doing. It's going to take time. Not only do you have to build a club from the ground, he also had to sort the Rooney issue out. There's a lot of deadwood in the squad, as we've mentioned so many times. But the most refreshing thing is all that I want to leave you with is the football has been entertaining, interesting, and had us on the edge of the seat, which again, we didn't even really have that in the last season at Sir Alex. So he is on the right track. It is, and I'm positive about it. And I suppose the thing I want to leave you with from this show really is that I've noticed doing this show and the live comments, there's a lot of Manchester United fans who are still sceptical about Jose, who, you know, they crave Klopp and this, that and the other. He's the right man, he's playing the right way, and the job in front of him, I'll go back to it again, starting from the ground up. We might be the biggest club with the biggest resources, but when you're starting from scratch, it's a big building process. So give him a chance, back the manager and get behind him. Thanks everybody for watching. Please comment below. I want to read all your comments and see what you think, how well he's done so far. Even if you mark him A, B, C, whatever like that, give us a little bit of a reasoning behind that. And also, don't forget, if you haven't voted for us in the FBAs, the link is in the video description. And obviously we've got prizes up for grabs. You could be one of our 2 guests at the Football Blogging Awards at Old Trafford behind me. So get voting, link in the video description. Thanks for watching. Get commenting.